Okay. Hello, hello. I'm only 5 minutes late. Oh, 7 minutes late today. So, um, hello, everybody. I'm so glad that I'm here. Did you forget to turn your clock back? Okay. If and you did. Hey, hello, Sam. Did you forget to turn your clock back or did you remember? Hey, Michelle. I know y'all were just waiting for me to come up. And now everybody's going to come in. So I get to have hello to everybody. Sam and Michelle and Faith Louise and Marlene. Hello, sweetheart. How are you today? And Michael, my love. You don't know how many days you get me through, and you don't even know it. That's what I just said. You don't even know. I got my Irish hugs this morning from Jacqueline. Thank you so much, dear heart. And Janet Egan. Hello. Janet, I have a package coming for you. I'm mailing tomorrow. I didn't get it done Saturday. And Tracy Swan, hello. Lana, welcome back, Lana. I'm so glad to see you here. And Suzanne Fenton that came in today. Good morning. And Leslie. And Sally Stevens is here too. Oh my goodness. And Trish. You just Denisha and Paula and Charlene. Hello, hello, hello. I haven't seen you in a while, Charlene, so I'm so glad you decided to come into the cottage this morning. And there's Sam. We do, and I did hear that, Sam, that Europe went an hour ahead last week, and we didn't do it until this Sunday. And there's my Pebbles. And Bonnie's here. All right. Well, the party can get started. Bonnie's here. Welcome all of you to Miss C's cottage. I am Miss C. This is the home of the Sun Bunny. And make yourself at home. Come in and soak up the love. There's water in the cooler. There's coffee on the shelf with tea, hot water for tea. I miss you too, Charlene. And Margie, hello, hello. Margie, I got a box going out for you tomorrow, sweetheart. Yes, you were, Bonnie. I didn't see you all week. I knew you must be busy. And there's Jessie the Gypsy. Oh, Jessie, you coming into the cottage makes the day shine a little bit brighter. And Cherry, I got to see your sweet little face this morning on Juan's Zoom. I never did Zoom before and I didn't know how to do it. And my face was up there, but I wasn't getting any response. So I thought I'd just sit quietly and behave myself, and then later on I'll find out how to do it right. And then I can go back next Sunday if I want to. Well, Leanie, you know what? I was late. I was late because I had an extra hour and I was trying to catch up for Sally, and I kind of just, life is real. Real life sucks sometimes. It's real, and it doesn't wait. So I was glad that I got to see you and a couple other people. And there's Samantha Stewart. Hello, my love. I'm so glad you stopped. Excuse me. I'm so glad that you stop in. Tammy's here. And there's Dee wandering in. Dee, stop and get something from the table before you find a chair. I'm sure there's some good stuff up there today. I haven't looked. Yeah, Jacqueline, Sam was saying from Australia that they went back last week too. And Michelle M. and Mimi and Margie and Leanie and Jacqueline, Denisha, Bonnie, I love all of you guys so much. You brighten my week. You really brighten my week. I need to update you. Margaret came back. She had a wonderful, wonderful vacation with her family. And again, this year, I didn't ask her why she goes in October instead of November, but maybe that's better weather there. I don't know where her family lives, and she doesn't talk much. So, but it's nice to have her back and see her smiling face in the morning. And I think that Bertram is going to join us. They came back Saturday. They came back Saturday for another look. And it was stated that if he comes, it's because they are looking for a place that's a private home and out of the way. I don't know why, but he just wants something, I guess, where nobody knows where he is, and that's okay. And because of all of that, the secrecy behind this whole Bertram thing, we've not been introduced yet. He has not been introduced to us yet. And so because of the whole secrecy thing, when you get those prickly hairs on the back of your neck, there's something going on there. So I am just not going to talk about the people at the home anymore. I don't have their permission to share their information, so I'm just not. And if I don't talk about anyone, I won't be tempted to talk about our new person. This is the beginning of the month, and I have been asked to clear out the fourth bedroom, which is a good indication. It may or may not be. If he comes, it'll be his. If he doesn't come, it'll be ready for the next one. But anyway, that's the last I'll say about people. Sugar, my sugar's here. Sugar, I saw you up on Wanster's Zoom this morning, but you didn't have a face up there. So, and that's okay, because I love you anyway, whether you've got a face or not. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so thankful, Cherry. That way you guys are set for winter, and it probably didn't cost you anything. Possibility, Tammy. Or it could be maybe he works for the government and just prefers to be out away from people and not in a big city. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad his leg is getting better, Pebbles. Michelle, listening and cleaning. I love you. Denisha, I saw a coffee cup that says, "The couch ate my crochet hook," or "Don't talk to me, I'm looking for my crochet hook," or something like that. And it reminded me of all the times that I lose my hook. There's so many cute things on coffee cups anymore. Wait, just give me one more row. Don't talk to me while I'm counting. Bobby Wyatt, hello, sweetheart. Oh, this was your weekend to be with hubby, wasn't it, Denisha? Well, I'll see it next Sunday then, sugar. And Pam, Pam, we have been praying for you. I want to tell you that you've been in our prayer book for 2 weeks since we found out that you had cancer. I've not heard an update, so you're welcome to share if you want to. And if you don't want to, you can always Gmail me at misscottage@gmail.com and give me an update if you want. But just letting you know that we've been praying for you here on this channel because that's just the kind of people we are. And Zoila's here. I do want to tell you all that Sunita is having a family day today with her family. So she's not going to be here today. So Zoila, if you would be so kind as to help me when we do our pick your blessing today, I would really appreciate it. Oh, you should put up an update video. Okay, thank you, Bonnie. I'm going to have to go look for that then. I don't know why I don't have it highlighted so that the notification comes through, but I will look for that after here. Surgery's over, recovering at your parents' house, moving slow but moving. Oh, I remember when I had to have surgery on a different part, and it took a while to move slowly, let alone move. Thank you, Zoila. Bonnie, look, I did not ask for moderators. I got them, but I know what they're for. Zoila's on everybody's and she knows how to do everything. And Bonnie is on mine and she is the baker and she brings something. She is the one who keeps everybody in line. So each of you moderators have your very own job to do. And this one is yours. Anybody gets out of line? That's Bonnie's job. Okay? So don't mess with Bonnie. Hello, Michael. Michael, my love. I love you so much. Hey, Angela, welcome to the cottage and drinking water and working on another somebody. You know what? Here comes up another thing. I talked to Marianne, the crotchety clogger, and she said that Santa Claus is not accepting toys. They are accepting donations to purchase toys. And it's like God said, and then you say, and he says, and so here's what I'm doing. I'm just going to make up a bunch of bunnies. And I did ask her how many kids are going to be involved because they're taking a whole trailer load of food and clothing and things that they have accepted so far. They were leaving, I think, early this morning. Anyway, they were leaving this weekend to go. I don't know how they're going to get it in there because a semi-trailer can't get up that hill. Whether they'll just load wagons and the horses will pull them up, I'm not into the logistics part of it. But what I am into is making sure that each of those children get a bunny for Christmas. I know Pebbles is going to help me with that. And if Gloria's here, Gloria made some beautiful bunnies, and Sally Stevens has made some bunnies. Well, y'all have made some bunnies. Most all of you have made some bunnies. So if you could make at least one bunny or 6, and you can send them to me, and I'll make sure they get up to Marianne. Thank you, Zoila. They pulled into Flat Rock this morning. Okay, so they must have left yesterday. Thank you, Pebbles. Bonnie, I love you. Okay, so if you would, I'm not sending to the children's home anymore. I have finished with them, and my next project will be the Appalachian project. Oh, I don't know. You're coming through loud and clear, Michael, love. But I think that Tracy, you never got the pattern. Gmail me and I will send it to you. And I will attach it to your Gmail and send it back to you. Okay, for I think it's Sally Bain or Sally Stevens. I'm not sure. We're gonna do this portion of the blanket again. And this week I'm working on writing out the pattern for all 3 blankets, and then linking them to my my description box, so that if you want to make one, or maybe I'll just do it in the community tab. I can link it in the community tab, and then it will come up and you can download it and print it out from there. Hey, Leslie. I was at Jaxie's for a little while yesterday. She was showing some beads that she had gotten. This is our Somebody by at the beach blanket, and it starts out with the grass. I'm sure I've shown this. I'm positive I have. This is what it kind of sort of is going to look like. Starts out with the grass and then the fence, and then the white is the seagrass, and then this is sand, dry sand and wet sand. And this is all the farther I've gotten on mine because people had questions, and so I started a new one. And I actually had to think about what I was doing, and I didn't like it, and so I've redone it. So here's what we have, and I like it much better. And this is, you can see the fence is a little bit different color than this one, but that's okay too. And what I've done was you do your foundation row of double crochets, and your first one you go in between the last row, and in between the last row, all the way across until you get to the end. And you go in between. The stitch is in between these last 2 of the last row, and then you stitch in the last one, and chain 1, turn, pull up a loop, you go in between, in between, in between, in between, in between. And the same thing over here. You go in between each double crochet, set of double crochets on the last one. When you start your fence, this is about, the grass is about 5 inches. And then you put your fence in, and that's probably another 2 inches. This is not to scale, but this is, the fence is. When you do your sea oats, Zoila, I don't prepare for anything. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I did 2 doubles, and then I did a front post triple, and that front post triple goes down into that second row of grass, and then you do a back post triple around that second row of grass. That's That's the fence. And a front post triple and a back post triple and a front post triple and a back post triple and a front post triple and all the way across for your fence. And when you come back with the fence, you just do your 2 doubles. You do a front post, you do a back post double, front post double, back post double, all the way across. When you get to your seagrass, your sea oats, you do your 2 doubles, and then you do a front post double in the underneath around the second double, and then you do, is that a triple? Yeah, that's a front post treble and a back post treble and a front post treble and a back post treble all the way across. And that's your first row of sea oats. Your second row of sea oats is your 2 double crochets. And where am I here? Your 2 double crochets, and on the top of this front post treble, you do a bean stitch. And you close it off. You don't do a single crochet. You just go right to the next bean stitch. You skip this, go right to the next bean stitch, and you do a bean stitch on top of each one of your trebles. And then your 2 double crochets at the end. And then you chain 1 turn, pull up a loop, do a double crochet in the first stitch and the second stitch. You do a bean stitch in this treble. Remember, we did a front post and a back post treble. You're going to do bean stitches in all of the front post trebles all the way across. And when you get to the end, you're done. And you tie off. No. You do your 2 double crochets and a bean stitch. And then in that space, you do a bean stitch. And in that space, you do a bean stitch. And in this space of this, you do a bean stitch. So it's just bean stitches all the way across for the 3rd row of the grass. Okay? Okay, Susan. I was hoping somebody would ask, because I'm going to show you. A bean stitch is let me get a, all right, I'll just use this. It's a puff stitch, but it's called a bean stitch. Okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull up my loop and I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to pull that loop up, yarn over, and do a double crochet, because I've got 2 double crochets on the edge all the way up to make my border, so I don't have to put a border on this. So there's my 2 double crochets. And a bean stitch is, You'll go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the stitch again, and pull up a loop. If you want to do a mini bean stitch, this is the mini bean stitch. I yarned over and went through 3. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your hook. You yarn over and go through all 3 of them, and then you close it. You're going to skip the stitch and go in the next stitch. Just go in and pull up a loop. You don't yarn over first. You just go in and pull up a loop. Then you yarn over, pull up a loop once, yarn over, and pull up a loop 3 times. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your hook. You yarn over, pull through, and close it off. You skip one, you go in the next stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 6, close it off. And these are your bean stitches. They're just little puff stitches. Are you okay with that, Susan? Okay. There's my sister Susie. Hello, sweetheart. 143. And Gloria's here. Gloria, were you here when I asked if you would keep on making some bunnies for the Appalachian Project? I would like to give each one of those children in Flat Rock, or the little town near Flat Rock, make sure they have a sun bunny for Christmas. And Pebbles is going to help. She's already got one going, I think. Katie's been yarnified. Oh no. Yeah, it's still morning. No, it's afternoon here, but it's still morning out west. So you're good. You're good anytime you show up here at the cottage, because we love to see you come in, kick your shoes off at the door, and leave your troubles on the doorstep. Get something to eat, something to drink, soak up the love. Okay, well, if you're into making amigurumi, number 3 on the hook. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, if you'd like to help me send some bunnies to those kids in Appalachia, then even if you haven't made one yet, I'll send you the pattern and you can get your little fingers going. We're going to skip one, go in the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the hook, yarn over and pull through and finish it off. A mini bean, you still skip a stitch, you go into the next one. You don't yarn over first, you just go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. You've got 4 on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. And you can see the difference that makes between the bean stitch and the mini bean stitch. And it doesn't matter. You can put, because all seagrass is not the same, so you can put a couple of these and a couple of those and mix and match them if you want. Okay, anybody else working on this blanket? Hello, Lydia. I'm so glad that you get up every Sunday morning and come here to soak up some love. Because I know it has to be difficult. You can pretend through the week that someone's at work or someone's gone, but you can't pretend all the time. So I'm glad that you're here. And Leanie's working on it. All right, you play with paper, Bonnie. And Steve is working on it. All right, Steve, how far have you gotten, bud? Sam, you just go right ahead. If you need help with something, holler, and I'll give you the dimensions. But you got to figure out your own stitches, unless I can help there. Uh-oh, Faith Louise. Do I have to send you something? Don Lavelle, hello, hello. You know, Dawn is not so naughty. She's pretty cool. Now you know about the seagrass, okay? It's just treble crochets, one row of front post, back post treble crochets, and 2 rows of the bean stitch. The first row of the bean stitch goes into the treble crochet. The second row just goes in between those. They're on they're on the they're on the treble crochet, the first one, but the second one is just in between. It goes in that pull up spot, that spot, open space, spot space. Okay. From there we go to the sand. Woo-hoo. Sand. And the sand is a moss stitch, or I learned today that the moss stitch is also a linen stitch. Sand, what kind of a sandy color have I got? Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this because this could be sand and this would be okay. I have 2 of these somewhere. I got 3 of them going. I'm telling you. To do your sand, you're just going to hook your color in the top of your first double. And I don't do a slip knot. Some people do a slip knot. I don't. I just put it through the stitch and I'll chain 1. And then I go right back into that stitch and do a single crochet. And then I'm just going to single crochet all the way across. And this needle hook is not going to get it. And I know I dropped my hook and I can't find it. You know how that goes. Bonnie, I'm as bad as Denisha. That's only a 4.5. That'll work. Okay. And I'm just going to crochet in every space and the top of every stitch across. And this is that space I was telling you. If you do a 3rd row of bean stitch, you'd go in there to do your bean stitch. Okay, but we're just going to use it as a single crochet. And we're just going to single crochet the sand right in that space. And on the top of the bean stitch and in the space. Would it be easier if I put the other camera on? You let me know, okay? Because this is a fairly simple part. But I'll put the other camera on if you so require, Leanie and Susan. Oh, Samantha, are you not okay today? Feeling a little under the weather? Bonnie, I'm coming to your house. You always have such good food. Hi, Daigo. I hope you guys made it over to Connie's. And I apologize about the link. I don't know what happened, but when I clicked on it, it went there. But then other people clicked on it and it wouldn't go. So Connie gave me a new link, which I have posted. Yeah, you got to mash the button or smash it or whatever. Okay, you're good. Okay, you know the stitch. Okay, it's just a single crochet all the way across. And when we get there to the end, don't forget to do in that last one. Okay, chain one, and I'm going to go right back into that first stitch with a single crochet. And then we're going to chain one, skip one, and single crochet in the next one. Well, you can't see because my fingers are in the way. All right, let's see if I can do it this way. Chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next one. You guys know what the moss stitch is. Chain one, skip one, single crochet in the next stitch, so that you wind up with this single crochet mesh stitch. Yeah, Daigo, how's your is it your son that's moving to Texas? I'm going to go ahead and moss stitch across. Mary, which Mary's here? Create and relate. Hello, kitty. Welcome in. Oh, good, Samantha. You know, acetaminophen is better than ibuprofen. Ibuprofen can be kind of hard on your kidneys if you take too many. Oh, my goodness. Mishi woke up to tornado sirens, huh? No loss of life. That's good. Hello, Samantha, sweetheart. I believe in ibuprofen, but acetaminophen and well, that's not what it's called, but you know what I mean. It's not so hard on your kidneys. Okay, when you get to the last one, you're going to single crochet in each of the last two stitches to keep your border. Alrighty. Chain one and turn. Tylenol, yeah. Tylenol's like acetaminophen. Ibuprofen is the only thing that takes my headaches away. You're going to do two single crochets in the first two. And the next one is a single crochet. So we're going to chain one, skip that single crochet, and single crochet in the chain one space on the row before. chain 1, skip the single crochet in the chain 1 space below. Really? I thought it was, no, it's not Tylenol, it's ibuprofen. You know what? Benita, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome to Miss C's cottage. I'm Miss C. This is the home of the Sun Bunny. And Sun Bunnies are what we're going to work on for Christmas. So we get a whole bunch of them and we can send them to the kids in Appalachia. Benita McAlexander. Now there's a contrast in names. Benita sounds Hispanic to me, and McAlexander sounds a bit Scottish. Ibuprofen is the better. Okay. I don't think Sunita's here, sweetheart, is she? She said she was not going to be here today because she's having a family day with her family, and I wholeheartedly support that. I still have the link on the community tab for the GoFundMe page. Daigo is trying to collect funds to help to get rid of her son since she's sending him off to Texas. She's trying to get some funds to help him to move to Texas. There is still family out there, as I understand it. Okay, when you come to the end on this one, you've got a space, so you're going to single crochet in that, and then single crochet in the last 2 to keep your border. Okay, and you can see my moss stitch is starting to pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up a half a hook size to well, this I used a 5.5, so I go up to a 6. Let's see where I am on this. All right, if you guys are okay with this, we're going to do about 5 inches of sand. Let's see what I have written here. Or it might be in the other. I think we're doing about 5 inches of sand, if I remember. It's in the other room. And then we're going to switch to a darker brown. And the darker brown will be the wet sand. And I can't wait till next Sunday when we get to the surf. I think you're going to love it. This is what we're doing for the surf. Just one row of this white. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start my sand here. and work on this. Samantha, I don't know yet. I don't know, honey. I think when the fancy strikes me, that's when I'll start. PayPal is my, I think my PayPal is, it's probably DLCA Queen at AOL. You can buy me a cup of coffee, or you can do it right to the, that's right, Bonnie. And then you'll be here, because you never know. And you know that, Samantha, because Friday lasted an hour and a half. I don't know what happened Friday, you guys. I lost track of time. I was having such a good time with all of you. It was an hour and a half. Now, I only have 20 hours per month. And I think I've told you before, my hours start or my hours stop on the 29th. Either that or you start on the 29th. I don't know. But I don't know if it's the beginning or the end of the cycle of counting. But if it's the end, I'm still over. Because there's Wednesday, 1 hour on Friday, and 2 hours on Sunday. And that's 4 hours a week. Even with 5 weeks in a month, that's still just 20 hours. And there's usually not 5 full months in 5 full weeks in a month. So we've got an hour or two leeway, but this month I think it's going to be cutting it pretty close. No, Susan, I did the bean stitch in the same color as the seagrass, because this is the tassels on my sea oats. You know how the sea oats come up and then they have those little puffs on the top of them? So that's what I tried to emulate, was the tassels on the top. You missed Friday. Bonnie, you can always come back and watch the replay. I know it's not as fun because you can't interact. And I don't like it when people do those premieres. I don't know how they do that. They pre-program and then you can talk live and they can go in and watch it with you and comment with you. But I think that's weird. I don't like that. I'm going to try to make the bunny and the blankets when I hats for the mountains. You betcha. That's first and foremost, Bobby. You strike the need when it hits. I believe in that. Oh, while you guys are chit-chatting, I'm going to go get my hats that I've done for Bumblebee's Mountain recently, and I'll show them to you. What are you cooking, Dad? Smells good. What's for lunch, Mr. Elmo? No, I'll do it the other fork. You pitched it? Okay. No, I'll find something. All right. I was busy. I couldn't focus and concentrate. And when I get itchy like that, I know I have to do something else. So I used Yarn Inspirations Red Heart. And this is the the granny square, all-in-one granny square in the colorway Soft White Citrus Twist. And I think it looks like a candy corn hat or a Halloween hat. But I used the Burst of Kindness, or I never have the name of that thing right. You know, that one crown. The Divine hat. That's what this is, the Divine hat. Hello, Frozen Stone Angela. How are you? I'm glad that you stopped in. Yeah, I don't like it when you do the or I did not like the square when I did it in the square to make a granny square, because I my tension is different every time. And then let's see, I made this one and I put little beans in there. Can you see the little beans? Those little puff stitches. And this is really a red. It's not orange at all. This light is horrible. But it's the Burst of Kindness crown. And then I had this. And I thought, you know what, if I made up something really sparkly, it would be really pretty at Christmas time. So I made this one up, and it is the Divine hat. I think I actually followed the pattern on this one. And I had a little bit of this left over, and I hated it to go to waste. So I found some more sparkly yarn, and I made this one. And I put a pom-pom on it, and I did a moss stitch brim on it with the different colors. I thought that came out really cute. And then Thriss had sent me, hey, Pamsky, how are you feeling today, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling a little bit better than last week. I made, Thriss sent me a bag of mystery yarn. She was going through and giving her stuff away, and I said, if you come across any bunny yarn, just stick it in a bag and send it to me and let me know what postage is. And so she sent this, and there's enough in there for a bunny and a hat. But I thought this came out so beautiful. I wish I knew what this yarn was. And it's just double crochets. The whole thing is just double crochets, and I put a little shell border on it. It's I'm not good in hats, but there it is. I'm not good in hats. Sunita puts a hat on, and she is so stinking cute. And then this is another one that another yarn that she put in there. This one is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what this yarn is either. I think this one came from Hobby Lobby, and it's one of those special yarns, but I just think it came out so pretty. And it's another one of those Divine hats. So pretty. And then I had a bit of this left, and I thought, well, I'm giving this to Steve. And then when I started making all these hats, it's like, well, you know what? I got all these partial things. Oh, well, Steve, too bad. So I pulled this out. And I did the crown. And I knew I didn't have enough to finish it. And I had some Just yarn from the Dollar Tree, and it is the same color. So I made the 4 rows of the star stitch, which star stitch is a pain in the tuchus, if you ask me. It's a pain in the tuchus to do, to think of, and then get it going. Once you get it going, it's not as difficult, but I just love the way it looks. And so to me, it's worth the effort. And then I just put 3 rows of I put a row of half doubles and then 3 rows of half doubles in the back stitch for the brim, brim. And this one I like. I don't know, it's different, but this face just does not go. It just does not go in a hat. I think the only hats I look okay in are cloche hats. So anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more hats going to Bumblebee's Mountain. But those go to Bumblebee's Mountain. Hey, Diane. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Thank you, Samantha. Leanie, I love you. Tia! Tia, there's something coming out to you, too. If you didn't already get it from last Monday's mailing, you will get it from this Monday's mailing. Aiming for 10 hats. I get, I need to keep my fingers moving because of arthritis. Did I hear a meow? Steve, wait, do not despair. Look, I still have enough to send you. I didn't cut you off at the knees. I still have enough to send you. I just used most of it in the hat. And it came out very nice. So thank you for sacrificing this much to wind up with this much. You know I still love you, Steve. I don't know what I would do without Steve. Okay, what are we working on? Sand. Okay, we're working on sand and friendships. Missy, you're beautiful inside and out, even with the hat on. Bonnie. Michelle, I love you very much. Give that baby a hug. It is a pretty hat. I like it. Oh, yeah, you may have heard Maggie, my cat, Maggie Mao. Mao is Egyptian for cat, in case you didn't know. So she's called Maggie Cat or Maggie Mao. And I have to be really careful because one of our residents here is called Maggie. And so I have to be very careful when I say, hello, Maggie, you're so sweet. And she looks over at me and I'm really talking to the cat. You got your concentrator back. Woohoo! Thank you, God, for everything that you do for us. We are so blessed, aren't we? We are so blessed. Okay. Let's since I'm not sure how this is going to go today, let's go ahead and pick your blessing. Everybody's here. Again, I will ask if you have won anything from, did we do anything Friday? I don't think we gave anything away Friday. Friday's not a giveaway. And Wednesday was last month. So this is a brand new month. So no one has won anything this month. So, oh, Kitty, is that the reason? Well, thank you for that bit of information. I love to hear stuff like that. And there's Moonrose. Hello, sweetheart. And Elizabeth Toller. Love you, girl. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're going to play Pick Your Blessing. And because this is a brand new month, everyone can enter. Now, the way that you play this game is Zoila, you cannot pick a winner. Okay. Okay, but Michelle told me that I could go on my phone and do a Google content picker or something, right? What is it called? Somebody tell me what the name of it is. Cannot pick a winner. That's okay. It's okay. Um, Michelle, I think Michelle told me how to do this. It's I just need to know. Bonnie, I don't know either. Samantha says, what about the StreamYard giveaway tool? I don't know anything about that. There's Linda Joya. Hello, my joy. Did you guys see the room brighten up like two shades brighter? Linda just came in the room. She, I'm having the awfulest time with spit this morning. I don't know what it is. You say, hey, Google, pick a number like SIRI does, and Google picks a number. Okay. I don't know, Samantha, if I can do that. I don't know how to do that, Samantha, but thank you. I'll find out from Sunita if I can do that or not. She's my tech. She knows all of the stuff. So um, that's what I'm going to do, Tammy. I'm just going to have all of you. Um, when I say blessing, I want all of you to put what weight you would like to have, whether worsted weight or DK, and a number. Or you could do a 2, I guess, or a 5. Just keep in mind I don't have many of those. Maybe some of my wools are 5 weights. Anyway, just one time, please. Thank you, Zoila. One time, please put in the weight you would like and a color name. Okay, Zoila, if you'll put in a start for us, then everyone can go. And there's Kim, fortunate. Okay, Kim, this is my game, Pick Your Blessing, in which you put in a color number and a weight. And if your name is chosen, I go to my shelf and I pull out a couple examples. Yes, like DK7. I don't have any 7s though. And oh, thanks, Bonnie, for your confidence. Just put it in once, Kimberly, and then if your name is chosen, then I'll go and pick something, and you get to choose between the couple that I pick. Four-weight turquoise, but isn't DK a 3? Yes, DK is a 3, but you had 5 there, I thought. That just a 2-weight sparkle, a 3-weight sparkle. Ooh, any color. An orange. Okay, guys, calm down. We're going to make this work. Purple variety of variegated. Okay, got it, Margie. Number 4, any color. DK3. A color, Diane? A 4 red, Lydia says. Benita Alexander says a 3-weight any color. I like those. Ellen, hello, sweetheart. And Maisie, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad you're playing. A blue 4-weight. Angela Wright says. And Kitty says, I want orange, please. Kitty, you're in luck. I just got some orange from Premier. You guys are all in luck because I just got 2 boxes of yarn from Premier. You know what? They did not send me the right color of brown, so I had to order some more today. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I have a book called It's Not My Fault. I'm going to find it and read it to you. That's okay. So Diane says any color. Okay. Okay, that's it. We're stopping. Zoila, if you'll stop. And Zoila and Bonnie, if you will count for me how many people okay, how many people are in the chat? Now, no more, you can't post anymore, please, people. That's the end of it. And Zoila and Bonnie will count the number of names and give me the number. Bonnie, don't you trust me? You know what, maybe Jeanette just gets the first one that I come to. Or we'll see if her name's even comes up. We'll see. It's not a problem until it becomes a problem. And if you win today, I love you, Bonnie. Your name's going in the book, winner's book, and then I will appreciate it if you don't enter to win the rest of the month until December. So that way we have an opportunity for everyone to win at least once. Dawn, hello, sweetheart. That's okay, Tammy. It's nice to reiterate. And I did say it, but she may not have heard. So that's okay. Okay. Bouquet. 42. Bonnie, what did you get? Okay, Zoila, you know how this works. Do I say a number between 1 and 42, or do I say a number between 1 and 43, and that will give me number 42? Or might it give me number 43? Because I said between those two. Bonnie! Oh, thank you, Benita. I think I'm going to like you coming to the cottage. Did you explain to me how you got those two names put together in one house? Chandra, hello, sweetheart. All right. Yo, my glow. I love my sister Susie. She's whacked, and I love every bit of her. You did explain, and I missed it. All right. I'm Bonnie. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. Am I over my limit? 12, 1, 2. No, I'm not over the limit yet. We still have time. Okay, Zoila's in charge. All right, let me see. Um, your dad picked the name. Okay. Hey, Carrie. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, I was supposed to be a boy after two girls. Well, there was a couple in there that didn't stay, but all right, let's go to Google and I will say, Google, please give me a number between 1 and 42. And they give me the random number generator. I thought I had that. Okay, here's a magic filter. The random number between 1 and 42 is 33. Michelle M., you're back. Hello. We're playing your favorite game. Pick your blessing. Okay, I'm going to try and go back and to the very beginning and count, and we'll see who comes up with what. This ought to be fun. Okay, there's the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, I have Now I forgot who I had. You're right, Bonnie. I'm no good at this. Okay, go back to start. This is horrible. Okay, I'm sending a text to Zoila to see who she got. Because when I counted twice, I got two different names. Good. Everybody should subscribe to Bonnie's Corner because she will keep you in line. Need stitch markers when you count. On the chat, Lana? I'm trying to count names in the chat. Okay, Zoila, let me know who you got. I'm going to go back and count. Okay, thank you. There were people in there that were chatting that didn't and I can't count them because they said stuff rather than one. Okay, on Tank, I got the next one. But before that I got the one before. So Zoila, can you email me and tell me who you got? This is taking way longer than it should. And I'm just going to have to pick. Yeah, that's who I got the first time. I got Ellen. That's who I got the first time. I didn't get your email yet, sweetheart. Did you do it to Gmail? Oh, okay. Got it. Yep, that's what I got the first time. The second time I got somebody else. So, and then the third time I got somebody else. So Bonnie's right. I can't count. All right, Ellen. Ellen is looking for. Let me go back up here to Ellen. No, I can't find Ellen. Ellen, tell me what you want. Oh, this is ridiculous. Why am I missing it? Okay, I'm not even seeing numbers now. Okay, Ellen, what did you tell me you wanted? Roll the dice. What is that? Hey, sugar. Okay, what did you put in the chat, Ellen? Did you what weight and color did you put in the chat? So I know what to look for. A 3-weight yarn, any color, my choice. All right. Well, I am going to give you a couple choices. A 3-weight, any color. Ooh. Okay, a 3-weight, any color. I have here 3-weight, any color, she says. A 3-weight, any color. Okay, I have. Oh, I have just yarn, 131 yards in a skein. Oh, that's a number 4 weight. That's a number 4 weight. All right, hang on. Here's a 3. Here's a 3. Okay, let's try these 3s. All right, some fall colors. This is a Premier Basics, because you know I love Premier yarn. This is a Premier Basics, a DK weight, mustard, in the color mustard, and has 306 yards. This is enough to make a sunbunny or a scarf or whatever. And I love Premier because it tells you, pull the thing out of one end and then take your yarn out of the other end. You see here where this goes in? This is where they finished wrapping it and they stuck it in here. So you pull this out and it eases up the beginning strand. You pull from this end. And I love it because it tells you that. Take this out first and then you pull from this end. And I love that about Premier. I like lots of things about Premier. The other is a 3-weight light, 306 yards, also 100% acrylic, tested for all the good stuff, in fern green. Or you have an opportunity to get a cake of Premier DK Color Batik, 383 yards. It is a number 3 lightweight yarn, 100% anti-pilling acrylic, in the colorway Pool Party. So, okay, any color. So, you like the cake. Okay, that's what you get then. But Bonnie, you were right. I couldn't count. I got confused. Diane, can you buy for them there? You buy for them there? Are you talking to Diane Major or are you talking to me, sweetheart? I think I could break in and hide in the yarn. In my house, you could. Oh. Premier's 5 minutes away from your. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if I lived next to Premier. All right, Ellen, do you live in the United States? You need to send me your. You need to Gmail me your address, your name and address. Oh, that would be really hard, really hard. Okay, it's Miss C's Cottage, just like on the screen here. Miss C's Cottage. Leave off the apostrophe. It's just mscscottage@gmail.com. Thank you, Zoila. Wow, you're really on top of things. Okay, you send that to me ASAP, and I will get your yarn out to you ASAP. How's that? You have my email. Okay, good. All right, then we'll get this out to you tomorrow. I'm mailing tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. I know that I still have things to mail out from October and maybe even September, but I am getting things. I've written them down in too many different places and I've let it go. I'll do it Monday. I'll do it Monday. And by the time I get over Wednesday and through Friday and through Sunday and it's Monday, so I've decided to shape up or I have to ship out and I'm not ready to ship out. I need you guys in my life. So I'm just trying to get a little more organized. So whatever happens today goes out Monday, along with other things that I can find between my order book and my writing down in the day that I do the program, who gets the blessing, which I haven't written that down yet. Today is the 3rd, and the blessing goes to Ellen. Okay, got it now, see? Bonnie, I love you more than my heart can say, more than my words can say. Tammy, I have to have you in my life where it's just really sad. People around here are dying all the time. And it's, well, you guys already know. It's real easy, and I am a great procrastinator. Mandy, hello, sweetheart. Welcome to Miss C's Cottage. And thank you for that hug. You're working on your Boggy Creek blanket? You got to get it finished soon, Samantha. Maybe put that on your first list, And I am going to get out of here early today because I'm going to leave at 1:45, I think, because I went way over on Friday. But I want to leave you with a story. And I think this is the story I had planned. I was going to read you a story about Spookly. I think Spookly, the square pumpkin. I couldn't find him. So I'm going to read you a story about if I ran the family. And I think a lot of us will be able to. I got to get off this pillow. Whew. I'm sitting. Did you ever sit in a chair when you got a pillow under one cheek and not under the other? And you're sitting crooked? Not comfortable. Okay. TMI. Okay. If you growing up, I think everybody can relate to this book. Growing up, there were things that you loved about growing up, I'm sure, in the place that you grew up. And there's never going to be another place like it. But there was also things growing up that you wished were different. And this is a book about that. 60 washcloths. Wow. Now, Kitty, are you doing the 365 thing? Were you doing one a week? Barbara Clark, hello, hello. Welcome in, sweetheart. Barbara Clark, I have something going to you. In fact, will you send me your address again, Barbara? MissC'sCottage@gmail.com. Because I have something going to you, and I think it doesn't have a full address on it unless I asked you and forgot, which is a possibility. Okay, if I ran the family, and this is I think it's another Scholastic book. I love these books. And it's by Lee and Sue Kaiser Johnson. It says in real life, families need to be run by grown-ups, not children. We adults don't have to do that job alone. We can be alert to the needs of our children and do our part to see that our children's needs gets met. That is the hope of every good parent. Not all of us are or were the best parents because we weren't a parent ever before and we had no guidelines, and our children that came didn't have an instruction booklet when they came. So here we go. Now you'd think, said young Debbie Dundee, that my family as great as a family can be, and to look from the outside, I have to agree. But if I ran the family, if I had my say, if I were the grown-up for just one day, then we'd all find out how our family could be if running the family were left up to me. I think that today I'll try and see. The first thing I'll do, now I'll have that my way, is to make sure we all have some say-so each day. In my sort of family, we all have a voice. When problem comes up, we'll all have a choice. How many times have I said to my kids, because I said so, now go do it? Now here's an alternative. And when problems do happen, I'm glad to report that my family is the most comforting sort. If you're riding your bike and you swallow a bug or you skin your left knee on the living room rug, you can have a good cry and a long, tender hug. Well, you can cry puddles. Well, you can cry lakes. It's okay to cry as long as it takes. We'll bring out a bucket and we'll bring out a mop, and you'll decide for yourself when you're ready to stop. Because bad things can happen to snuffle back tears. That might make you angry or turn into fears, or you could end up with a stomach that aches, or you might even hit someone else by mistake. So no one will try to make you be good or say big kids don't cry, because sometimes they should. How many times have I said to my children, okay, that's enough? It was enough for me, but it might not have been enough for them. When you're all through crying and your eyes are still wet and you need a big hug, why, a hug's what you'll get. The warmest, most snug and cuddly hug yet, the best kind of hug that can only be freed by someone who gets all the hugs they need. But if you don't want a hug from your big Uncle Max, who squeezes too tight and has whiskers like tacks, you won't have to run and hide under the rug, because you can say, no, not today, if you please, and no one will frown or holler or tease. You can say how you feel and not have to fake it. Saying no is okay, and family can take it. As long as we're going to tell how we feel, let's shine a bright light on this keep secret deal. A secret, some say, must be kept locked inside. A secret, they say, is something to hide. Well, there's a new rule in this family of mine, because things you can choose not to share, and that's fine, but you don't have to fall for that top secret line. If you have a secret, you can let it out. Everything can be shared, everything talked about. You can always share freely with someone you trust. In the family of Dundee, this rule is a must. How many times have we had company over and the kids have come to talk to you and tell you something and you say, not now, not now. Though the truth might be scary, it's time to make clear that there's nothing more normal than the feeling of fear. How about that dark basement with its damp, dusty smell? Who knows what lives down in that cave? Who can tell? Would you like to go down there alone, all by yourself, and get baked beans from the dark, dusty shelf? Is that like the cutest thing? And look at this. Does this look like a person? Well, the next thing we'll do is to make that place bright. 600 huge light bulbs sounds just about right. And we'll hold your hand tight and go with you downstairs until you feel braver and have no more cares, until you're quite sure that the basement is home, until you feel safe to be downstairs alone. All this talk makes me hungry, so let's take a look at the family kitchen where I'm the head cook. Did you ever sit down at the table and wait for that big ugly fish to flip off your plate? How about those chopped livers or steamed Brussels sprouts or that new casserole you don't want to try out? For those foods you hate, do you ever wish you could say, thanks, but no thanks, just pass the dish? Now, I happen to love Brussels sprouts, and I like them with salt and pepper and butter, and I love them steamed in the microwave, and I could eat the whole steamer's package by myself. But that's me. Well, today is your luckiest 3-meal day because in this family, you have the say. You get to pick what you eat or to skip if you want second helpings or a big double dip. If corned beef and cabbage makes you turn green, you don't have to eat it or lick the plate clean. You can make your own choices without making a scene. And if there's time when you don't want to play or you don't feel like smiling, it's really okay. In our family, if anyone feels like a grump, it's all right to say, hey, I'm down in the dumps. They can say it out loud and they can speak for themselves, but they don't get to blame it on anyone else. We can all understand why they're grumbling a line, and we don't have to think that we've done anything wrong. Boy, I could use that around here. Sometimes Mr. Elmo is really, really grumpy, and I don't know if I've done something to upset him or said something or done something. It would be just so much easier to say, don't mind me, I'm in the dumps today. How you feel inside is just right for you. It's true for all kids and for grown-ups too. So no matter your feeling, no matter your mood, there's nothing that can make you less good. Now you've heard my story. If just for one day, if I ran the story and had things my way, I know that I'm 20 some years in advance and I'll just have to wait in line for my chance. So if you stick around, someday you'll see the changes I'll make said young Debbie Dundee, when running the family is left up to me. But what about your house? Do you have a say? What are your rights in your family today? Do grown-ups and kids get respected the same? When something goes wrong, do the kids get the blame? Can you share all your feelings without any fear? If you want a hug, can you hold someone near? When you need to talk, is there someone to hear? Can you just be yourself from morning to night and not always perfect or nice or polite. Now that you're thinking how your family could be, will you share what you know? Will you tell what you see? You have the power to make your wants known without taking the lead. You don't have to wait until you have your way. You can start making choices beginning today. And if you ever need somebody to listen, you can call me. And if you don't have my number, you can email me and I'll give it to you because I love you. I love you all so much. And God loves you. All right, we have a few minutes. Let's take a prayer request if we have any prayer requests. Brussels sprouts. I get them I get the steamers. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. I like to read a story once in a while, and they're children's books, but they're just so appropriate for adults too. Yes, Michelle, I love you too. I love you, Mimi. Daigo, I love you too, sweet sister Diana. We all need to pray for Miss Kayla. Is that Mama Llama Kayla? We have her on our list. And I'm going to go ahead and put 11. Today is the 3rd. Yep, 11-3 by her name, so we know that's been brought up again. Sam's husband needs prayers. Sarah's husband needs prayers. Okay. Okay. She's back in the hospital. She's in the hospital. Okay. I'm telling you, that woman has more stamina than 10 people that I put together. You're right, Nancy, and welcome to Miss C's cottage today. Thank you, Michelle, for all your love. And Heidi's here. I love you guys. Yeah, thanks, Mimi, for letting us know now. I was glad you were here this morning, Zoila. I'm sorry that you missed church, and I hope you didn't do it because of me, because I don't want anything to come between you and the Lord. So, but I do appreciate you being here. Okay, so I'm going to go early then, if there's no more prayers, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for another Wacky Wednesday. Yeah, I do an hour on Wednesday for Wacky Wednesday. I do a 1-hour sit and knit on Fridays. In Wacky Wednesday we give away UFOs. On Fridays we just sit and be quiet and soak up the love. And then on Sundays I do 2 hours. And right now we're working on our somebody by the beach. And we put in our fence and our seagrass, and we're starting on the grass. So we've got about 4 inches of dry sand and 2 inches of wet sand. And when we come back next Sunday, I hope those of you who are doing it will be finished with your sand and ready to do the surf. You know, it's that foamy stuff that comes up on the sand. Dory Doodles, my ditzy Dory Doodles. You should have been here earlier, Dory. I think I outditzed you. I could not count to save my life. Zoila had to count, and Tank helped. We got her done. So thank you all for being here. I leave you with this blessing. May God hold you in the palm of his hand. May he cover you in the cleft of the rock with his wing until all your storms go by and it's peaceful again in your soul. I ask that God go through your heart tonight and chase out all the black spots and fill it full of his Holy Spirit. And I love all of you, and I will see you on Wednesday for Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday, I get together 3 UFOs, 3 unfinished objects, and they have got to go. And you get a choice if your name is pulled to choose one of the 3, and I will mail it off to you to finish. Usually with a hook and a bag, or whatever's in the bag, pattern, whatever's in there, that's what you get. And I will see you then. I love you all.